Hey guys, I'm Daniel's son. Welcome back to the channel, and we are back with this 2012 Audi Q5. Now, as you can see, it looks like it's done, but it's not. I'll be talking about that more at the end of the video. Now, most of you know already why this car needed to be fixed. We had a burnt valve, basically causing to not have compression on cylinder 1. So we are going to be putting this back together. Basically, I'm going to pick up right where we get the head. I show the head and I show the parts and all that stuff for you guys. So we're going to pick up from there here in a minute. Before we move on, I want to go ahead and talk about the profile picture. It was actually a friend of mine from Puerto Rico. His name is Omar, and I'm going to be putting his Instagram link down below in the description for you guys to check him out. He is going to be uploading some stuff here real soon, so make sure you guys check him out, okay? Now, on that note, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, share with anybody who might be interested. That really helps. And again, the sub count is growing like crazy, and I really want to say thank you guys. I really appreciate it, okay? So we have the gasket set right here. So these are going to be front main seal, head gasket, intake gasket, that stuff. So we might go through this real quick. Oh, we got some seals. Well, the head already has new seals. Unfortunately, we didn't know these were in there, so we got new ones. And a couple extra things here and there, turbo gasket. Now over here we have a new oil filter. And then, very important, new cylinder head bolts. As you guys know, the head was sent down to Martin Machining, and he did valve stem seals, valve stem guides, and he told me that the head wasn't warped, which is good. That means the car did not overheat. And as you can see, he did an amazing job. Okay, obviously we replaced a bad valve. I think he also replaced some other valves. I'm not 100% sure on that. But basically what we need to do right now is to put these lifter rockers, whatever you want to call them, I have no idea. I got to put them back in. And then after that, we jump over back to the car to start working on that, putting the head gasket, making sure all that's perfect. So yeah, let's get started. So there we go. They're all installed. And so as you can see right here, this round part on the rocker is smaller than the one over here on the right side. It's a little bit bigger, okay? So as you can see, these ones pretty close to the cam here, and these ones, since they hang lower, they need to be a little bit bigger to reach the cam. But yeah, they're all installed. And we're ready to go back to the car. This is the carbon buildup that I was talking about. Now, obviously for this engine, this was not the cause of the failure. I believe this one just a melted valve. Don't know the reason why. But this one right here, see if I can kind of show you guys how hard that thing is. If I just kind of scrape it with a screwdriver, it doesn't really come off. I actually have to tap it very carefully. It's in there. See, still in there. It's hard as a rock. But yeah, this is the stuff that builds up all the way up here, and then when the valve comes down, it hits that. This is actually pretty hard. So here we got the gasket. So you can see, pretty fancy gasket, I think. Come on, there we go. Okay, it looks like it's in the right spot. These are lined up. Okay, perfect. We are ready to put this in. Surface is clean, head gasket is on. Let's go for it. Okay, so the head is on. Now we got all the cylinder head bolts. We're gonna be putting those in. We're gonna go ahead and torque it. And then after that, we're gonna find top dead center to be able to install the cams without bending any valves. Now this thing right here has barely any torque. Like I have it set to the lowest and I can even hold it with my hand. This is just to basically run down the bolts. So we start at 40 Newton meters and then we have to follow a tightening sequence. Okay, so now we need to do it again, but with 90 degrees. So we are going to be changing this to degrees. So right here we have 90 degrees. So we got to do the same sequence, and then we just got to turn them 90 degrees, and then we have to do that again and follow the same sequence. Now we need to do that again. Also got to do these. So we have a dial indicator here. Now, this is on cylinder number 1. Instructions say to basically turn the crankshaft and bring cylinder number 1 to top dead center, and then turn crankshaft back just a little. That's really what it says. So that's what we're going to do, okay? Okay, so that's top dead center right there. So all we're going to do is turn it back just a little. Cylinder head is torqued, and cylinder number 1 is the top dead center where they want. Just turn it back a little bit. I don't know what that means. But we are going to go ahead and do the chain for the balancing shaft and the guides as well. We have to set all the marks where they need to be for the timing chain. As you can see right here, probably a little bit hard to see, but you are going to see 2 dots on the lower cog and 1 dot on the upper cog. Those need to be lined up. And then this one needs to be roughly right around there. That's going to line up with the other mark on the chain. And then the ones down here, I believe the outer one here is the one that we're going to use. So we are putting the cams back in. Now this is the exhaust cam. As you can see, it's a little bit complicated. It has these 4 sections, right? And these, they use a special tool to take these off and put them back on to keep these sections where they need to be. Now for us, I was careful taking it out, so it shouldn't be a problem putting it back in. So that's what we're gonna be doing now. We also have the intake camshaft over there. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in the bearings, and then we're gonna put this in. We're gonna drop it in. Okay, so now we have to torque them to 8 Newton meters in a sequence, and then after that we got to go 90 degrees in a sequence as well. Okay, so it's time to do the timing chain. Now, if the audio is a little bit different, it's because my mic died, but since the phone's closed, I think the quality should be just fine. Go ahead and get started. Okay, so I did make a mistake. I did forget to put this top guide up here. That was my fault, but I did get it. Then I put this on. This is kind of a pain in the butt to put on, but it's all torqued and installed. We are going to turn the engine again. Unfortunately, I did before without that thing on here, so hopefully everything is good. I've just been tired, I guess. I don't know, not paying attention, but it looks like everything's good, so we're going to just turn the engine one more time and see. Okay, we got one. I gotta do one more. There we go. That one lines up. That one lines up. And that one lines up. So it looks like we're good. So we are getting pretty close. Right now I got to do the seal on these high pressure injectors and just install this and obviously a few things in the front, but I think I might try to turn it on without the radiator and any of that stuff on to see if we even have a good engine. Now, we are going to focus on the radiator, the fans, the condenser, and the intercooler. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing right now. Now we got the condenser. Should be pretty easy. You can definitely tell that this has taken most of the hits. Okay, so we have everything connected. We got the radiator connected, the transmission lines are connected, coolant lines, the fans are connected, intercooler, also the condenser over here, everything's connected and tight. These I believe are for the front bumper, so those will be connected later. And then now basically what I'm gonna be doing is the fluids, just because I didn't drain them, just in case they got dirty, I can drain all that stuff out with it as well. And then coolant, we're not gonna fill it up. We're just gonna go ahead and turn it on like it says right now after we do the fluid. So let's go up with it. A little bit of 5W40 here. Okay, so I got some explaining to do. The last time you saw this was on the lift over there with the whole front end taken apart, and I was about to start it. And something happened. As soon as I turned it on, it was smoking a little bit. It kind of flooded the shop with some smoke because there was oil in the exhaust. But then the other thing was a fault, okay? There was a fault for a timing chain, and it's because I put the wrong timing chain because I ordered the wrong timing chain. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I don't want to record anymore today. I want to figure this out. So I kind of just finished the car, still have that fault, and I have the new timing chain. Now, I've been driving it for about a week with the wrong timing chain. Luckily, it hasn't been a problem, and I already sold it. Okay, so I already have a buyer for the car, which is I'm pretty excited about. But today we're gonna redo the timing chain and just be done with this thing already. So far, it's been driving great, no leaks or anything like that. So this should be just a quick, easy fix. And again, it's sold. So very happy about that. So this is my mistake right here. So this is the wrong timing chain. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see the colored links. Those are all wrong. So we're gonna compare it to the old one real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we are gonna start with the chain that I just took out, and you can see the links right here. They're gold. These are the colored links. These are the only ones. So we're gonna show the other one. Now this is the chain that I took out. This is the one that the car had originally. So you can see the colored links and see this extra set right here. They're a little bit hard to see, but just trust me on that. So now I'm gonna show the new chain. Now this chain was ordered by the wizard. I should have let him order the chain in the first place instead of me doing it because he's the one who knows how to order parts. I'm an idiot. Anyways, Now, as you can see, we have the colored links and they match the original chain. And me and Wizard already matched them up just to be 100% sure. And yes, this is the correct one. The one that I put in was incorrect. Luckily, no damage. So let's put this in and get this done. Just finished putting the new timing chain in. Everything is put back together. Now I did skip just because we already saw that. So I'm not gonna repeat it again. Now basically what we're looking for when we start it up is quick startup, no rough idle, no engine codes, no misfires obviously. So it should just start up and run. Okay, so that was a relief. It started instantly, which is what we're looking for. It didn't have a rough idle and no check engine light, which is good. I checked the codes, it's all good, it's all happy. We can put this timing chain debacle behind us. No, no thanks to me. This would have been done already if I just paid attention and ordered the right timing chain. But thanks to the Wizard, he ordered the right timing chain, and now we're all good, okay? Okay guys, I'm gonna close out the video right here, and we brought her back to life. The Audi Q5 is back from the dead. As you guys know, this thing was destined for the scrapyard, but a little bit of love, a little bit of time, and a lot of wrenching, and we got this thing back. Okay, so now that we're almost done with the Audi, we need to focus on our next project, which is a Ferrari. We need to put that engine back together, put it back in the car, and give that car back to Hoovy. Now, I believe parts are gonna be rolling in here maybe in a week, so I'm definitely excited for that. If you guys don't wanna miss these projects, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, it really helps me out. Share it if anybody that you know might be interested in this stuff. And I always appreciate you guys watching, so thank you.